Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to cover how to use AI for hyper personalization. And the first tool that we are going to cover today is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, if you have ever used LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you know how powerful of a tool it is when it comes to prospecting. But what is the real challenge these days is how to stand out in a crowded inbox of our prospects. That is wherein hyper personalization comes into picture. Now, we often do personalization manually by seeing their posts and all, but how to do it with AI and at scale is what we are going to see today. So, we'll quickly move on to LinkedIn and see where all they have integrated AI. To start with the very basics, they have integrated AI in a manner of providing intelligence, wherein it provides both lead intelligence and account intelligence. What do I mean by that? Is if you go to any account page and come to this account IQ section, you'll be able to see in what ways can our product or service help that particular company. So we need to mention our service or products in the settings section. We'll show you that as well. And what are the other sort of insights that we get are that what are the priorities of this company, what all business challenges they might be facing, how does the competitive landscape look like. And along with that, one of the classic insights that we get are the headcount insights. Now, this is something that is possible on LinkedIn, considering that employees get listed on LinkedIn for these sort of companies. And that's wherein these insights can be derived from. Now, when I talk about lead IQ, what I'm able to get is a quick overview of that particular person's profile, wherein LinkedIn itself is the source. And in terms of account IQ, you can see that there are multiple sources that are mentioned. What would be recommended at this point is to understand how recent that particular source is, how valid that particular source is. Only then these insights make sense. Now, coming back to the part wherein how do you add your product or service. So, what you need to do is you need to go to the settings section, and under the settings section, you will have to find the product and services. Now, in the product and services, you can click on the add button. What you need to do over here is you need to add the name of your product and your website and start the analyze page. What LinkedIn does is it analyzes the page and then gives you a output, and at the same time what it also does is it asks you for a brief description and the category in which your particular service or product is in. This gets stored in the background so that when there is personalization to be done for pitching your services or products, then how to have that personalization plus the pitching part integrated is what the AI does. So to show you an example, what I'll do is that I'll go to this particular prospect profile, I'll click on message, and then they have this draft with AI feature. So this is the second AI feature that they have apart from the intelligence part, wherein I can just click on draft with AI. It creates a prompt through which I get a customized message. Now, what all things does it do in it is it goes through the recent posts of that particular prospect and at the same time sees what are the account intelligence, that's account IQ related information that it gets. It integrates that with the product or services that we are trying to pitch and creates a personalized message that addresses the pain points, creates a warm sort of a message. So that is what Draft with AI does. Now, when we talk about doing this exact thing at scale, what I'll do is that I'll simply go to the simple sales target search. I'll put in the filters of my target audience, and then I'll just simply click on message. And then I can again draft with AI and I'll get a personalized message created. What I would want to share over here is it becomes very much important to review these messages. Now, since these are drafted by AI, reviewing is the next step before sending the messages. Obviously, there are a few tweaks that we might want to make in terms of, say, the language, in terms of the tone, in terms of the information that is being put forward also. So, what my recommendation would be is to test these out, see if you want to make changes to the description of your product, position it much better. How is it that you would want to view it as a prospect? That is what you will have to cover over here. Second thing is you also need to review that which recent activity has it taken into consideration for creating that particular message. Because what ideally happens is that the recent post of that person might be 3 months, 6 months old, but is not relevant at this point. What might be more relevant is to talk about their company instead of their individual profile. So these are a couple of things that you need to take care of while drafting with AI. Next, I'll even highlight quickly that in what cases does this really help. This helps primarily when you are sending to those people who have not accepted your connections. Say, for example, you have created a lead list of 25 people over here. Out of these 25, only 3, 4 accept your connections. What do we do in that case for the other profiles? We either find their email IDs and reach out to them over email, or we try to find their phone number and call them. But there is one more way wherein we can directly draft this personalized message over LinkedIn itself and send it to them. How does this help is in terms of improving acceptance rate and the reply rate as well. So this is what you can do using AI in LinkedIn. And if you apply this consistently, you'll see a major jump in your connections and acceptance rates. And if you found this video useful, please do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such sales strategies, and comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching this video.